So, good evening. As many of you may be aware, I am in Kabwe, where I came to attend the funeral for Tutwa Ngulube. I must tell you, I'm feeling very tired today. Yesterday, I slept by the funeral house, and today I spent almost the whole day at the funeral house. But I decided to book a room so that I can refresh up a bit and also talk to you. I was thinking that we are going to be burying on Monday, but as you may have heard, the funeral program is that a tentative program. The tentative program is that we are likely to bury on Wednesday in Lusaka. We are likely to bury on Wednesday in Lusaka. And the program, the way it is lined up, is that on Tuesday, the body will come to Kabwe, so that the people of Kabwe, where Tutwa Ngulube used to live, can have an opportunity to bid farewell to him, as well as some people, because Tutwa was quite known around this area, not only in this area, but even going further, even somewhere in Kapiri, that side he was known. And there are people who have come even from that area, from Kapiri and other places. I can tell you that at the funeral house, there are a number of people that have come from different parts of this country. Most of the relatives for Tutwa have arrived, although we are still expecting some more people to come. I think there are some that were still on the way. So, in terms of the program, it's like that. On Wednesday, that is when we are expected to bury. But of course, I must emphasize that this is the tentative program. Subject to change, because like I've said, that some relatives are coming today, you never know, and some of the people that are coming, they're coming from the village. It's the old folks, you never know. And maybe also in making arrangements, you might find that something doesn't just go as you wish. But we intend to bury on Wednesday. This was agreed upon between the family and other stakeholders. I must say that it has been the funeral. I'm telling you, it's so hard. It's really hard for me this one. But anyway, there has been some very good interaction between the family and other stakeholders, including the government. There have been very good engagement, and it has been. It has been good. I don't think I can do much. I don't think I can say much, honestly. I don't think I can say much. Let me just end there to say, that is a program. On Wednesday is expected to be buried in Lusaka. On Tuesday, the body is expected to come to Kabwe, so that people can have an opportunity to bid farewell to him. Some people wanted him to be buried in Kabwe, but the family thought it better that he's buried in Lusaka, because that's where most of the family members are. So after a discussion, it was finally agreed to say, okay, he will be buried in Lusaka. And the legal issues, the jurisdiction will be done in Lusaka. Here we will have the mass or the service and body viewing, and then we get back to Lusaka. I am so affected by the death of Tutwa. I am really affected. There are those people that strike you so deeply. Tutwa has really struck me so deeply, because it is not too long ago when I felt like Tutwa stood for me, like almost took a bullet for me. And I looked at Tutwa like, yes, you see people die and everything, but I never thought Tutwa would die. I just never thought Tutwa would die. I just even now, I can't believe it. When I think about it, I just can't believe it that this guy is gone. That time when we took the first lady at deck, and those cadres surrounded the vehicles and they were beating the vehicles, we were all scared. A number of people who were in those vehicles, they were scared. And they were shouting, "Let Tayali come out, let Tayali come out." People say I'm courageous. Come on. I'm just human. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed by this fear. And that time, really, I was overwhelmed by that fear. If I come out, what will happen? And Tutwa came out. Tutwa came out. He's the one that came out of, because all of us, we were in the vehicles and we couldn't dare open the window or open the door. But Tutwa opened the door of his car and came out and started confronting the police officer. All those others that came, they came later, but Tutwa came out of his vehicle to confront those people. Cadres were beating the vehicles. Tutwa would have been beaten there. He would have been beaten. I mean, it is something, the courage that he put up to come out of those vehicles when they were shouting, "We want Tayali, bring Tayali out, bring Tayali out." Tutwa coming out was like madness, to say, how can you do this? But he came out and confronted those people. I was looking at him and I was scared and I was wondering, won't they beat this guy? But he managed to convince them, and he managed, to have the vehicles move. For that one, I owe that guy. It's like I owe him my life. The other incidents for me with Tutwa dates back in, when we had those elections and we had that election petition, the 2015 electoral petition. A lot of you were following what was happening at the courts and appreciating how I was breaking down what was going on in court. It was because I was talking to Tutwa and Dickson Jerry. Dickson Jerry and Tutwa Ngulube, they are the ones who were breaking down what was happening. I'm not a lawyer myself. I don't understand the legal processions and legal arguments. But Dickson Jerry and Tutwa Ngulube were filling me up, and I was coming to social media and explaining it. And that's how many of you appreciated what was happening in court. And let's face it, many of you, of course the page is now taken, many of you started following me after, you know, the 2015 electoral petition. My page used to score very high, and I had a number of people following me as a result of the updates that I was giving from the courts. And all that knowledge that you used to hear from me, it was coming mostly from Tutwa and Dixon Jere. They are the ones who were filling me up. I'm not a lawyer. And on a number of issues, again, on a number of other cases, I follow these cases. Tutwa was the one helping. I would call him and he would explain. Of course, even Makebi has been very helpful. Even Makebi has been very helpful, you know, to break down the court issues, as well as Jonas Zimba. They have been very helpful to break down the issues that happen in court. And that is how I come out here and talk to you about legal issues. I also had some personal interaction, you know, with Tutwa. You know, I remember at one point he spoke about my wife, and I confronted him and we chatted and so on and so forth. And from there on, we have been discussing quite private things, you know, relating to women, children, and so on and so forth. So, yes, he's a public figure and so on and so forth, but to me, this guy was very close. I held him so close to my heart, and this is why I left Lusaka to come here and mourn him. Of course, I've seen other people making comments and trying to politicize everything, which is quite unfortunate. I don't understand why we like to politicize everything. We even want to politicize death. Why are we politicizing death? Why are we doing politics with a dead man? Even if we are so anxious about politics, even if we are so excited, why are we doing politics with a dead man? Why are we doing politics with a dead man? He can't answer you. He can't respond to you. He can't respond to you. So why are you provoking Tutwa in his death? Why? Why? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with some of you people? What kind of bitterness do you have? What kind of bitterness do you have that you have to start, you know, disparaging somebody who is dead? He can't respond to you. He can't respond to you. So why are you throwing shade on him? Why are you throwing shade on him? Even if he had done something that hates you, the guy is gone. The guy is gone. He's gone. He's gone. Why are we like this? I am very, very sad. I read, if it is true, if that comment is true, coming from Laura Miti, if indeed that statement is true, it's coming from Laura Miti, I am very disappointed. I read a statement which is attributed to Laura Miti, where he's saying, why do we like to speak good of when somebody's dead and so on and so forth? You know, myself, when I die, I don't want you to change the story, to change the history. The guy died, he was a political nuisance. Honestly, how bitter is Laura Miti, honestly? If that indeed is true, how bitter is she? How bitter is she? What is wrong with that woman? What is wrong with Laura Miti? What is wrong with that woman? How was she raised? I'm wondering, how was Laura Miti raised? How has she lived her adulthood? Is it the lack of love? Is it lack of love? Laura Miti, maybe she was not loved. Maybe she has not experienced love. And she's bitter and she's just pouring it out on other people. Because this is what happens. Some of these people that just can't take back, and they just say things, whatever it is. How could you say that about a man who is gone? For what? For what? Even if we canonize him, we say he was a good man and whatever. So what? What are you going to lose? What is Laura Miti going to lose? If some of us, I mean, like the way I feel so bad. I feel so hurt with what has happened. I feel so broken. And I look at Tutwa as a good man and everything. What is Laura Miti going to lose? What is she getting out of those terrible comments? I've also seen some other propaganda, especially from some of the UPND pages. Even some of the UPND members making comments, even on my page, making very mean comments. My brothers and sisters, we can differ. Even me, we have differences and so on and so forth. But when somebody's dead, I mean, what more pain do you want to inflict on a dead man? A dead man is gone. You can't inflict pain on him. You can't inflict pain on him. He's gone. He's not going to hear you. Of all the bad things that you want to say, he's not going to hear you. But you see the people that you are hating the family. The family that has lost. You are hating the children that have lost. Those are the ones who are reading those things. Him is gone. You can't do anything to him. So it's useless to say bad things about this person, because really he has paid the ultimate price. He's dead. He's dead. So whether he did something good or he did something bad, I mean, the guy is dead. The guy is dead. But who are you hating? You are hating the family. You are hating those who have left, those who have remained, those who are feeling we have lost our person. Those are the people that you are hating. It is really, really sad that we want to turn out to be this bitter society. No, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Tutwa is gone. He's gone. Whether you liked him, you didn't like him, the guy is gone. So why should you be fighting him when he's gone? Leave him. Leave him. Let the man rest in peace. You are only hating those who have remained behind. Please, let us not fight with dead people. Let us not attack dead people. They are already gone. It's as good as, you are kicking into the body of somebody. How? What kind of society are we? What kind of people are we? No. This is not right. This is not right. I felt very bad. And really, I hope somewhere, somehow, I'm hoping that that statement is not coming from Laura Miti. Because that bitterness needs, psychotherapy. If indeed that is true, it's coming from Laura Miti, I want to say Laura Miti then needs psychotherapy. She needs to be checked psychologically. I'm telling you, if that statement is coming from Laura Miti, she needs to be checked, because there is no one who is that bitter, Who is that bitter to speak like that about a dead man? We are all not perfect. We are all not perfect. Even Laura Meat is not perfect. I am not perfect. All of us were not perfect. But when we are gone, people want to remember the positive things, the good things. You can't emphasize one thing because he said, I'm going to break his bones, and you want to turn his entire life into that one negative thing. That is what you want people to be remembering. You want people to remember just that bad. There is a lot of good. There are a lot of people here in Kabwe who are flocking to his house for the good man that he was. I'm here because of the good man that he was. That's why I'm here. And there are so many people that are coming to that funeral house because of the good man that he was. There is a woman who is in that funeral house who is crying for the husband because of the good man that he was. There are children who are crying for their father because of the good man that he was. And we have now one bitter woman wanting to pour or to throw everything. All the good that Tutwa was, she wants to just throw it into mud so that all of us, we can look at this man as somebody very bad. No doubt Tutwa had his weaknesses. No doubt Tutwa did wrong things. No doubt. But are we going to emphasize the wrong thing and that's what you want everybody to be remembering? No, Bamayo. No. Raura Miti, no. If that statement is true, surely you need help. You need help. There is no one who is bitter like that. That bitterness is just too much. And to the people, to the bloggers, especially the UPND propaganda media, I think what happened today should send a message to you. What happened today should send a message to you. We had the minister, the Central Province minister, the permanent secretary from information, the DC was here, and other leaders from the UPND, they came. From my point of view, that is how we should live. We can differ in politics, but before such a situation, what really happened today is what should be happening. Is what should be happening. We are political parties, we are clubs, we are political clubs. Political clubs, that's what we are. And when somebody dies like that, I mean, we should be able to come together and mourn as fellow politicians, mourn our fellow politician. I want to really commend, those that came, and the President Hakainde Hichilema himself. I want to commend them. I want to commend him because if President Hakainde Hichilema didn't want, that minister wouldn't have come. That minister wouldn't have come. It's because Hakainde Hichilema wanted that to happen. So I want to look at the positive. This time around, I want to look at the positive, and the positive is that is what we should continue doing. That's what should be happening. So me, I'm commending the UPND, I'm commending President Hakainde Hichilema for sending those people to come. I know there are some people who are actually suspecting foul play in the death of Tutwa Ngulube. People are suspecting foul play. I have received so many phone calls. Tayali, be careful. Tayali, be careful. Tayali, be careful. Tayali, be careful. These people are killing and what and what and what and what. I want to be very honest with you. And I've said this over and over on my platform. I'm not taking away those who are having their own speculations and everything. I'm not going to comment on that. But my personal point of view, I will tell you that we are alive not because we are careful. Not because we are careful. Not because we have got this and that to protect us. No. We survive by the grace of God. I have even my relatives worried for me because people are calling them. No, These people have started killing. These people have started killing. Tell your child, my mother was calling me. Please be careful where you are. Don't drink water. Don't eat anything. What? I don't know. But for me, I am alive not because I am careful. I'm alive not because I'm intelligent. I'm alive not because I have a gun. Not because I have a house which is full of security all around. No, it's not why I'm alive. I drove all the way from Lusaka up to here. How many people have died over this stretch? How many? So many people have died over this stretch between Lusaka and Kabwe. A lot of them have died. How many people have died within Lusaka? How many people have died within Kabwe? So, me, I strongly believe, and I want to comfort, if it is any comfort to all those who are worried for me, I want to tell you that I am alive not because I'm intelligent. I am alive because God wants me to live. God wants me to be talking here. Otherwise, I would have been the one in the courtroom and not Tutwa today. If that is what God wished. I always tell my relatives and my children, people have been shot several times, shot with bullets by assassins, trained assassins, shot many times, multiple times, shot, taken to hospital, they survive, and they are still alive today. People have been shot and they are moving with bullets in the head. They take a person to hospital to say, we can't operate. If we operate and take out the bullet, the guy will die. Let the guy just be moving with a bullet. There are a number of them. Some of them, they have got bullets in their bodies, and they are moving around. When I was in what is this prison? In Kamwala prison, the captain, that was where I was, an armed robber. A serious armed robber, who had serious fire exchange with the police. He was telling me the story. And he was shot. If you see his body, he has got a bullet there, he has got a bullet. This thing is like this because a bullet hit him and came out from this side. The legs are just something else. But the guy was a captain. And he walks wobbling like that. He has been shot multiple times. He didn't die. And he's still in prison, serving a life sentence. Is it a life sentence or whatever? Yes, but anyway, he's there. It is not really so much about what people may plan to kill you, but if God himself says, no, you're not going to die, even poison, you will drink it, you will not die. Poison, you will drink it, you will not die. People will come and shoot you, you will not die. Of course, I'm not saying that we should be careless. I should leave my door open. I should expose my house. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that we should have faith with our lives and not to start, pointing fingers, especially when we are not very sure, because we might just bring more hatred. You might just bring more hatred. I think let us promote love. Let us promote peace. We will argue. What I'm saying here, it doesn't mean that tomorrow I will not be talking about Hakainde Hichilema and there's so many things that I have put in the drawer. I will be talking about those things. I will. When I get back to Lusaka, and those things that are happening, the issues that are pertaining to, the auditing of the defense, the selling of the jet, and selling of the mines, I will talk about those things. And we will talk about those things. But for now, as we are mourning Tutwa, for me, I commend the government for coming. I commend them that we are mourning together. And I'm praying that for the remainder of the program, it will continue like that, that we will mourn together in peace. Cadres, both from the UPND and the PF, they were there. Cadres from the UPND, I took a number of pictures with cadres from the UPND. Post those pictures, those of you who I took pictures with, post those pictures. Let people see that yes, in as much as politically we are fighting, but you do recognize me as your brother. Because I felt so much loved by the UPND. I felt so much loved. And I love you back. That's why I smiled and embraced you, I hugged you, took pictures with you, in spite of people saying, no, don't touch them, don't touch them, don't touch them, don't touch them. No, you are my brothers and sisters. And you should also post those pictures and say, Tayali is our brother, is our brother. Do that. And everyone should accept that. That is how we should live. That is how we are going to move forward. So, that is my personal view. This is my position. And basically, I mean, just wrapping it up, I'm saying, so far at the funeral, everything has gone very well. We have had a very good interaction with the family. The PF have organized themselves very well. The chair lady, the UPN, the PF structure in Kabwe has shown solidarity. They have shown effectiveness. They have shown brotherhood and sisterhood, because I mean the structures are here. They are there. They are cooking. They are doing everything. Food is there. Really, I must say, the structures in Kabwe, the provincial chairman for Kabwe, we spent the whole day with him today. He was there at the funeral with the Honorable Mshanga. Very, very good. I really commend you, PF, in the way that you're handling everything there. And from there, I also commend the family. The family has also been very engaging. Actually, what we have agreed in terms of the program, the family had their own position. But after engaging, we came to, a middle ground where we accepted, where, they took something and we took something from them. So it has been very, very good. Then the UPND coming in, the government coming in, it was also very good. The church was also there offering spirituality. Even now as I'm talking, they are there, they are singing, they are praying. Everything is moving very well. It's moving very well. I'm praying that it goes on, it continues like that until we put Tutwa Ngulube, to rest. What I'm just calling for is those of you who are on social media who are fighting with a dead man, please, you don't have to fight with a dead man. You don't have to speak bad of a dead man. We are all not perfect. He's gone. He's gone. We don't need those things. We don't need those things. In terms of the program, I've already said, tentatively, it is expected that we'll bury only Wednesday. On Tuesday, the body will come to Kabwe. So I urge all the people of Kabwe to come and offer their last respect to Tutwa Ngulube on Tuesday. That is when the body will come this side. Then on Wednesday, it will go back for veridiction, at the High Court. After that, we'll go to Memorial Park. That's where the burial will be. Those who can be part of, this. I mean, you are free to come, especially here in Kabwe. You let us all come. Let us send him off as a hero that he was, and we conclude at Memorial Park. That is basically that. Otherwise, for me, I'm still here, and I'll keep you posted of what will be happening. Yeah, I think I've spoken what I can. I'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much for following and listening. Please let us mourn Tutwa Ngulube, you know, in a befitting way. We don't need to fight. We don't need to be saying all those bad things for him. Thank you very much.